Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is part 3 on this review of this multifunction control unit made by Tamiya. Alright, so let's start by putting together the vibration unit. Okay, so for the vibration unit, you're gonna need this plate that comes with the kit and these 2 screws. Okay, I already installed mine. Okay, the plate and the 2 screws. Okay, right there. And the screw is going to be this one, just to give you a better idea. All right, and it's this one. Okay, very tiny. And also you're going to need this other tiny screw. Okay, and it's this one. Okay, with this one you're going to use the Allen wrench. Okay, this one does not come with the kit. This one does come with the truck kit. Okay, it's gonna be in that box. All right, so you're gonna need this. All right, this Allen wrench. All right, and also you're going to need the weight. Okay, depending on which truck you're building, the kit comes with 2 weights. Okay, here's the different size. Okay, one is thicker than the other one, and also longer. If you compare them side to side, you see the difference right there. Okay, and also one uses 2 of those tiny screws, and the other one only 1. So all depends on what truck you're building. Okay, so for my truck, the glove liner needs, in the instructions it says that it needs this one, not this one. This is for other trucks. Okay, so it all depends on which truck you're building. So even in the instructions it tells you right here, King Hauler, glove liner, Aeromax, and Night Hauler uses this one. Okay, so right here in the instructions it says facing this way. Okay, just like that, with the square facing inside. Okay, so it goes like this. Now in the instructions it doesn't say exactly how far to put it in. It doesn't say. So but I noticed that even if you put it all the way in, it still spins and it doesn't feel like it is rubbing. So it's all up to you how far you want it. So I think I might leave it maybe just a tiny hair out. Okay, just maybe a tiny bit. But if you, in case you do put it all the way in, it looks like it's still gonna work and it's not gonna be scratching. So I guess I am gonna put it all the way in. All right, and don't forget your Loctite. Okay, for this you need the Loctite because it's the vibration unit, right? It's gonna be vibrating and you don't want it to come out loose. Okay, so just like this, and put a drop there. So it's already dripping. Okay, and right there. Okay, now I'll get the tiny screw. Okay, be careful with the tiny screw. Oh, all right. Okay, let's put it this way. And right here, get your Allen wrench. Okay, be very careful with this screw. You don't want to drop it, right? Okay, so right there into the hole. Okay, nice and tight. Okay, just be gentle. Okay, you don't want to over tighten it and strip the screw or the part right here. So okay, so just like that, and it spins freely, spins really good. Okay, and also just be careful not to put too much Loctite. Maybe I think I put a little bit too much, but just make sure you don't put too much because it might go on the other side. Just like you see right here, it came out a little bit on this side. So I think some of it went into the back. So I'm gonna try to spin it right now. That way it doesn't stick to the plate. So now I'm going to install the cover. Okay. All right. This is the cover. And install the screws. Now for the screws, it says right here in the instruction booklet, it says use a 3x8mm tapping screw. Now the drawing is not that good. It shows right here the screw with the tip pointing. Okay, But when you look for the screws on the back, then you're gonna pretty much notice that there's no pointy tip on any of the screws that comes with the kit. So this is the screw that you're supposed to use right there. This is a tapping screw. Okay. All right. So you're gonna use four of them. Okay, four to put the cover and together with the vibration motor. Okay, and one of the things that I noticed too for easy reference is that since right here is not that clear, right? You could use your booklet that comes with your truck. So in my case, I'm using building the glove liner. Okay, so on the back of the booklet right here, I have the drawing of the screw right here. So it's nice to, like, if you don't know which screw is it, right? So you can grab the screw and let me show you right quick. You can grab the screw, right, to see, okay, where it is it, and you can compare it to the drawing. So right there. Okay, let me try it again. Okay, see right here it says 3 by 8 millimeter, and it's also a tapping screw. Okay, so right there, this is the right screw. Okay, perfect match. Okay, so you could use this booklet to compare and to find the your screw. Okay, or any other piece that you might be having trouble finding. Okay, so this is really nice to also have. Okay, and it comes with your truck that you're building. Okay, all right, so I'm going to go ahead and install the 4 screws. Okay. All right, and just like that, very easy. Okay, so now it's really secure, the cover. Okay, and also the wire. This one is already labeled J29. All right, very easy. Okay, now to connect the vibration unit into the truck, right here on this plate you see you have 4 holes. Okay, that's how you are going to mount it into the truck. It all depends on what type of truck that you're building. Okay, so in the instructions it says right here, as you can see right there, it says to use 2 right here on the top, 2 screws that are fine thread and 2 screws that are coarse thread. Okay, but it's actually it's up to you. It also says use proper screws and nuts, make holes if needed. So it's all up to you depending on where you're gonna mount it and what type of truck you're building. So if you're using the fine threaded screws, it's provided already in the kit. Right here, this bag, all the screws right here in the bag. Let me get a close-up. Okay, all the screws here in this bag, they're fine thread, and you gotta use the nuts if you're gonna use the fine thread screws. Now, if you're gonna use these ones. Okay, now if you're gonna use the coarse thread, then also is provided in the kit, and this is the coarse thread screws. Okay, so that's this ones, and this one they just go straight into the plastic. And so it's all up to you, and you know, you make the decision however you want to mount it. Okay, so that's that on the mounting the vibration unit. All right, now for the speaker, there's 2 options. You have 2 brackets. This one, which is much smaller than this one, so it goes like this. Okay, let me turn it around. All right, or you have this other option, the speaker goes here. Now the difference between these two is that this one is for small areas that you cannot fit the box, the entire box. So the speaker goes mounted into this plate. So this one, you do have the cover to have the full complete speaker box. And so in this one, depending on the truck that you're building, you select which one you want. So for the purpose of this video, I'm going to use this box. All right. Now on the instruction, it also shows you how to install this bracket. If you're planning to use this bracket, the screws come from the bottom. Then you have to drill some holes into the plate where the battery sits, depending on your truck. So let me show you as an example. This is for the glove liner. This is where the battery sits. So if I were to install it in this area, I'll have to drill some holes, just like you see right here. So the screws can come from the bottom, attach to the plate, and then goes through the speaker, and finally attaches, is secured by this nuts. Okay, so it all depends on which truck that you're building. All right, so and also right here there's more detail how to install the box too if you're using the box. So like I said, for the purpose of this video, I'm going to use the box right now. So you get your this bag contains this mesh, okay, and which I'm going to cut right now. And you will need a piece of cardboard, just a tiny bit, so that way you don't cut the when you cut it, you don't damage the instruction booklet. So it says right here, trace it or just cut it, and I'm going to put it right here in the corner. I'm going to leave a little bit of space, okay, and then with the sharp X-Acto knife, cut this piece. Doesn't have to be perfect. Okay. All right, there you go. Okay, and like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's a little bit crooked, but it'll do the job right there. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to get the bracket that I'm going to be using, which is this one. Okay, and I'll go ahead and cut it out from the tree of parts. Okay, and now clean the birdies right here. Alright, so once you clean the birdies, now you're ready to put it together. Okay. And I think I'm going to trim this a little bit just so it's not, I don't have loose fibers. So just with a simple scissors, I'm just going to cut those fibers. Alright, so that's much better. Okay. And if you don't have an X-Acto knife, if you don't have one of these ones, then you can also just use the scissors. Okay, so now this goes right here. Right, so now I'm going to go ahead and poke some holes into the mesh, okay, where the screws are going to go. Okay. One more. Right there. Okay, it's just a simple screwdriver. Okay. Now for the screws, it's actually this one. Okay. There you go. Let me show you. Okay, is this screw. Okay. All right, just like that. Okay, this is how it should look like. All right, and this is the front. Okay, look, actually it's all wrinkled. Let me fix that back. All right, so I fixed it, and I noticed that on the screws, if when you poke the hole on the mesh, if the hole is too small, and then when you tighten the screws up, uh, once you get to where it's tight, the more you turn it, it starts to bend the mesh, and that's when I noticed that's why I was getting that wrinkle. I still have a little bit, a tiny bit, but that's okay. So yeah, just something to remember, to consider. The more that if you don't make the holes big enough for the mesh, for the screw to go in, the more you tighten it up, you're going to get some wrinkles. So the solution is just make sure the hole is big enough for the screw to go to, and then when you tighten it up, don't over tighten it. That way you don't get those wrinkles here in the front. So that's good for me. Okay, not bad. All right, now I put the cover. All right, now on the instruction for the cable, it shows right here that the cable has to go come out through the side. It does not come out from the hole unless you want it to, but it is not. So it says to cut a little square, like a little piece right here, right there. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Cut a little piece right here for the cable to come out. All right, just like that. Okay, I'm using this file. Okay, all right, you can pick them up at any store, hardware store. Okay, so doesn't have to be perfect, like I said. All right, and that should do it. I think I made it a little bit too big. Doesn't have to be that big. All right, so now for the wire, I'm going to bring it very gently right there in the middle. Okay, be very careful. And I'm going to go ahead and put some hot glue just to hold it in place. Be very careful with the hot glue. It's very hot. All right, doesn't have to be perfect. And I'm just gonna hold it until it dries. Now on the hot glue, make sure that the hot glue doesn't go right here in this gap. The hot glue, make sure you put it on the middle and not on this gap, because if not, this is not gonna sit. Okay, so once it's dry, now you can install the cover. Okay, just like that. Okay, all right, and now for the screws. The screws are going to be this 3 by 8 millimeter, okay, coarse thread right there. This is the one. Okay, and it's 4 of them. All right, and that's it. Very easy. Okay, and right now I'm going to go ahead and add more hot glue right here just to keep it more secure. Now on the instructions, it says right here that the wire should come out from this side. Right here, here's the hole right there, but I actually made it come out on this side. All right, but it's okay. All right, so now we're ready to connect this one to the multifunction control unit. All right, and this one is brown right there. Okay, and this one goes right here. Okay, just like that. And now the vibration unit is going to go right here to this part right here, this connector right here. Okay, so I got it right here already. And this one, it is labeled J29. Okay, J29. Okay, and it goes right there. Okay. Okay, just like that. Okay, very easy. Okay, and that's pretty much it for this video. All right, so I hope you like this video. Please consider subscribing to my channel, help support my channel, and hit that like button if you like this type of videos. Now this is part 3, so I'll see you in part 4, where I'm going to continue reviewing and showing you how to install the rest of the parts for this multifunction control unit. All right, so thank you again for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one.